Oh, would you look at that? The vivo X80 series is finally official in the Philippines. If you missed our coverage on our website, I have put all the links in the description below. And if you don't have the time to read all of them, I've got you covered in this week's episode of Week in Tech. Let's get started. Vivo finally launched the vivo X80 series today. They sent over this vivo X80 Pro to us a few weeks ago to test and play around with. And I have an article posted on our website that basically details everything you need to know about the phone. And also how deep is the involvement of Zeiss in this new series. Now, in case you missed it, Eman posted his long-term review of the vivo X70 last week. And judging from his experience with that phone, medyo nagulat ako sa mga changes that they've actually included in the new X80 series, particularly the X80 Pro. Now, before I give you a quick walkthrough of what to expect from the vivo X80 Pro, here's a quick unboxing of the phone. Apart from the vivo X80 Pro, they also included a very premium looking case. Now, ito nga siya nakakabit na, no? And also a SIM ejector tool, an 80 watts wired flash charge, also a charging cable, and surprisingly, a wired earphone, a wired set of earphones. Now, let's talk about the specifications. What you're looking at are the full specs of both devices. There are a few major differences that you need to know about these devices. The X80, which I don't have here, has a MediaTek Dimensity 9000, while the X80 Pro has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Chipset-wise, these are equally powerful, so I do not think that one is inferior to the other in terms of overall performance. Battery-wise, the X80 has a 4500 mAh battery, while this X80 Pro has 4700 mAh battery. Now, both are compatible with 80 watts wired fast charging, while the X80 Pro is the only one capable of 50 watts wireless charging. This is the reason why the X80 Pro has an included wireless charger in its limited pre-order bonuses. More on that later. Perhaps the most important feature that you need to know about these devices is how Zeiss is fused into the phone's core unique selling proposition. As someone who has been using Zeiss lenses on the production and leisure cameras I use, my expectations are really high on the X80 Pro. And yes, I can say that its camera features do not disappoint. I will have a more in-depth video about it very soon, so I highly recommend that you watch that out. Pero syempre, I will not be leaving you hanging with zero information about its cameras. Vivo X80 Pro is one of the best camera phones that I've used this first half of the year. It just really nails every bit of my expectation from its photography and video capture features. Focusing our attention on the phone, vivo X80 Pro features a 50 megapixel GNV main camera, which is basically powered by a Sony IMX866 sensor. Now, this makes the phone the first device to actually have this kind of sensor. The Sony IMX866 is the successor to the IMX766, which was used in the vivo X70 series. We actually requested Vivo to send over an X80 for us to compare with the performance compared to the X70 series or the X70 that is now with Eman. Now, the IMX866 switches to an RGB-W filter that captures more light and is supported by the custom image processing algorithms in the V1 Plus imaging chip. Pero apart from that, the X80 Pro sports a 48 megapixel IMX598 wide-angle camera, a 12 megapixel IMX663 portrait lens, and a 8 megapixel 5x periscope lens. Ngayon, kung pupuntahan naman natin si vivo X80, it also sports the same IMX866 main camera, but it has lower wide-angle and portrait cameras compared to the X80 Pro. Regardless, both of these devices have cameras that are co-engineered by Zeiss, so you can pretty much expect almost the same outcome when using Zeiss-specific features. Now, since we're talking about these cameras, one of the technologies that you need to understand about the X80 series is the included Zeiss T-coating technology, which I actually explained deeply in my article and my upcoming video. Now, to make things easier to understand, this technology helps in achieving the right color and also clarity of your photo or video, whether the lens are directly facing a specific light source that creates light artifacts. The vivo X80 series also features Zeiss styles and filters that further put drama, and art on your photos and even videos. Ngayon, performance-wise, I have been having a lot of fun with this phone. This is where I actually play Ni no Kuni and Diablo Immortal, and so far the phone holds up pretty well, with a relatively acceptable level of heat even when playing at performance mode. You won't find any features similar to Poco F4 GT and ROG Phone 5s Pro like physical or haptic triggers, but this does a great job of letting me enjoy the mobile games I usually play. You can check portions of my benchmark on our article right here or in the description box below. I will also be putting important information on my full review, including the things that I like and also I do not like about the vivo X80 Pro. Again, this is not a perfect smartphone, and that I will be discussing on my full review. Alrighty, that's it for now. Again, the vivo X80 series is now available for pre-order in the Philippines. Take note as well of their exciting limited promos, again, in limited quantity, which you can see in the link in the description below. The vivo X80 costs $45,999, while the vivo X80 Pro is $59,999. That is, of course, in pesos. That's it for our video today. Maraming salamat for watching this video. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the best time to do so. We do contents and post videos every week or twice a week at very minimum. So we hope to see you around every time that we post new contents. Again, this has been Gian, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.